We have officially given our life to YouTube Jesus.
Cool.
We're being baptized in the bandwidth and download streams and giving praises through thumbs up.
Awesome. I did want to throw out one question before we started the show.
All right.
Why is it acceptable? Actually, let me rephrase it this way. Have you ever known a young lady to happen to own a vibrator or dildo?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why is it acceptable for a woman to have a dildo or vibrator, but I can't have the Fleshlight 3000?
About this, so I'm going to record this.
Oh. Why can't I have the Guac 9000 available for myself? If I have a Fleshlight, I'm gross. I am a heathen of sorts. But you out here with King Kong slong in your dresser cabinet.
Welcome to the Don't Judge Me podcast, everybody.
Get your right. That's how we're doing today. I want to know, why is it okay to get your rocks off, but if I'm hanging out with Nico, I'm gross?
I mean, it's kind of gross. Like, men are just gross. So that's just the short answer.
I'm just saying.
They
got veiny jumps. They got custom jumps. They got the grasshopper, the something, the
grasshopper,
Jiminy Cricket. They got the flick the bean, Yamin.
They got the Yamin.
They got the Yamin. I'm out here with my flashlight, sponges, and Vaseline. I'm going too far.
So if you were to walk into a room and on the tables were his and her toys for pleasure, which ones would you be more curious about?
I'm definitely curious about the female joints.
Exactly. And that's why it's okay for them to have it, because everyone is interested.
Unfair, though. We talk about equality in this day and age.
No one's interested in that stuff over there. Everybody's like, that is no.
A drippity cave and shit.
Just no. It's just all no.
No, I don't want that.
But this girl over here got this one over here?
The rechargeable finger blast. Like
smart, they have smart devices.
Yo, they have everything. Dude's joint just be like, all right, yeah, just here's a tub of butter. Good luck.
Yeah.
Or it's you ever see those pictures of like a peanut butter jar? It's just like a hole.
I mean, that's kind of what it comes. There's no creative way for a guy. It's always just a hole. Yeah. A hole that's like supposed to be like disguised as something else. Like, it's a hole disguised as a mouth. It's a hole disguised as a vulva. It's a hole disguised as anything. It's just a hole. Like, it's always just a hole. And I guess for women, they have devices. That can curve, bend, project, spring mounted, vibrate, twist, twirl. It's some ingenuity for theirs, and for ours it's just like,
oh yeah. But I mean, just imagine the conversations, right? Like, hey, do you happen to have anything bigger, more veinier, whatever? But then me, hey, you got something tighter than this?
I need a smaller hole.
I need a big jump. I want to feel like a sock in a hallway.
That's never like, I've been there before, and it's just like, what am I doing?
Somebody might like it. Just like somebody might like a small peen, or big peen, a wide peen, a narrow peen. I should be able to get the hallway. Y'all got the hallway in here? I want to get lost in the sauce.
I want the vast crevice model.
Yes. Y'all got the Grand Canyon up in this junk.
You want the expansion pack.
The Grand Canyon. I don't even want to know I'm there.
Just forget you got it on. It's just like, oh, how'd this get here?
Oh. Forgot what I was doing.
Mm. The How'd This Get Here
Mhm.
expansion pack.
See somebody get up in the middle of a meeting because they forgot.
And it's still connected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is his dick in the box?
A whole,
Yeah.
but it's a
Mhm.
box.
Yeah.
It's a
yeah.
Christmas gift.
Yeah,
Like, as
just a
long as it's
Christmas
whole.
gift. Like, what's he doing? We have a recording of you doing the most. Anyway, that was my question. We can jump into the show.
Hopefully we get some responses and people can do so by reaching out to us at one of these three locations. Our phone number 410-834-1562. Our email address is at don'tjudgepod@gmail.com, or hit Sir Nigel on the House of Wave Files messenger system on WhatsApp at Don't Judge Me Podcast. And then anything and everything you say and or write will be brought up to fellow jury members. So if you have any reasonable or unreasonable ideas as to why men are shamed for their toys, but women get applauded, write in, say something, leave a voicemail. We are looking forward to your thoughts about this. And you will be judged, because I judged the hell out of Nigel for even bringing this up. But here we are.
Oh yeah.
Here we are, episode 166. This is how we get into it. This is how
Oh,
we
yeah.
get into it. I just want to say one more thing before this session really gets out of hand is we shall proceed to continue to judge in life. So, Sir Nigel, this is your week. Have at it, sir.
Yes. So welcome back. And I'm looking forward to diving into it. If you don't know who it is, listen to last week's.
Go back. And then
My
come back to this one.
movie. Yeah, no, I know, right? Go back, watch some of our content, leave a message, send a booby pic. I want to talk about one of the greatest movies to ever be created that comes out tomorrow.
Okay.
Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
Well, as I was perusing for articles for today, I came across Unpacking the Animals of Drug Science. Cocaine Bear. We're here interviewing a neuroscientist. Sir, y'all ain't got nothing else to write about? Y'all
I
just
mean, they need a professional on deck. And hey, it's Jay is in the chat, and he's going back to what we were talking about before, and he said we want that Kim Kardashian expansion pack.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to make sure that didn't go unnoticed.
Oh yeah, every 6 months it changes.
But you got your bear trainers, your bear wranglers. You also need your cocaine bear scientists to make sure that what they're telling about within the movie is in fact true and factual. So
I guess, but it's like, here you are, you're a neuroscientist. You spent years and years in school. You're probably still probably owe student debt to somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And somebody's like, I want to know what a sloth would do if he was high on cocaine. You're like, finally, I'm here. This is what years of research I have been waiting.
They get the montage of you're the best around. And they just putting on their lab coat.
Every animal and what they would do if they were high on the cocaine.
Yes. Yeah. That is forthcoming. Like that. Now that you say it, like, why isn't this a profession we ever thought to get ourselves in?
I guess, right?
Like, this is kind of cool.
Hyenas? You know why they laugh? Heroin. Oh shit.
Yeah. This is kind of cool. Like, why don't we think to do this before?
Yo.
We shortchanged ourselves, and look at us now. Homeboys on podcasts. Like,
Harambe was taken out because he was short on his 8 ball. That's what it was.
King, the LeBron James of the animal kingdom, Harambe.
Mm-hmm. Man was slanging weight.
The gorilla who would be Kang. That was kind of racist. I take that back.
But you know why I feel when you say Kang, it feels black, like mad black?
Because it comes from T.I. When T.I. had the album King.
That's why.
It was like, it's Kang. Yeah.
That's why. I was like, I feel like I should be leaning towards like Chinese or something, but I was like, no, it's coming off as
it's
black.
It's T.I. and Kang. Actually, his son's named King, and he refers to him as Kang. So yeah, that's what it is.
Awesome. Actually, this is the last podcast of Black History Month.
It is.
So be the
I
best
forgot.
Kang you can be for the next 6 days or however many days.
I absolutely forgot to give my judgment for this. I'm going to shoot them bail and fill out an application with them because it's a great job, like getting animals high on drugs, like what,
and just
and
see
then
what they do.
studying it and writing about it.
Can you even just imagine that being a fun fact? Like, oh wow, look at those rabbits over there. Do you know rabbits on mushrooms fight each other? Like, oh my god.
Like they stand up and box. Like what? Wait.
Like you'd be surprised what to do with those carrots. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
They use them like the Kim Kardashian expansion.
Yeah, exactly. All right. You said gentle judgment. What would you say?
No, I shot a bail.
Shot bail. Okay, cool beans. All right. Pregnant woman in Florida
She ain't
says,
she ain't shit for being pregnant in Florida.
No, I know. But she's in jail. And she's like, look, I'm 8 months pregnant. Y'all are wrongfully detaining my unborn child. Y'all need to let me out. In Florida, apparently, you can't detain an unborn child, which I don't understand that law at all. Right now, I wasn't going to research it. I just know right now she's like, this is the law here in Florida with Alligator Jesus, and y'all need to let me out. Who cares that I was in a car with 4 other people and I killed 3 of them? I'm sorry, you were driving and you killed people? Like, that's multitasking. I can't even look at directions while turning down the volume of my car. Mm-hmm. You want me to believe you was shooting and killing people, and then a year later, which doesn't add up, because you 8 months pregnant. So that means you killed everybody, and you was like, put a baby in me because I'm going to jail.
I'm gonna get sexy. This is how I'm gonna get out of jail.
This is how I'm gonna get out of jail. So now she's like, it's been 8 months, and I haven't gotten my vitamins. I haven't gotten proper medical treatment. Y'all need to let me out. So my baby, who's wrongfully accused of being detained because she has done nothing wrong, but beat my belly.
Pregnancy to prison pipeline system. That's what's happening right now.
Look, you guys are doing my unborn baby unjust. You need to let them go. And the lawyer was like, hell yeah. I was like, okay, what lawyer signed up for this? So this is one of the new age lawyers who got his degree via certificate. I don't know. I don't know. They're stretching.
Online law degree. I probably can find one myself. Like I said before, she ain't shit for being pregnant in Florida. It's just nothing but bad decisions after bad decision after bad decision. She committed a crime, whatever the crime was, and then was looking for a get out of jail free card. Like she feels like a flight risk.
Oh, definitely.
Anyone who says like, my baby, let me out because I'm pregnant, is a flight risk because you won't be pregnant too much longer. Even if they let you out, if she was 1 week pregnant, guess what? 10 months later, she's not going to be pregnant and she's going to have to return to jail if in fact, like those are the terms for her release. She's a flight risk. No judge in his right mind or her right mind is going to be like, yeah, I'm just going to let her go.
Yeah, no.
She got me on a technicality there because in Florida, you can't imprison a fetus.
But even then, I'm like, how are you I mean, like, I guess there's a law where, like, I guess if I kidnap a pregnant woman, I'm getting kidnapping plus detaining an unborn fetus, which is over. I mean, that's a lot, right? But it's the law, so I guess they're like, yo, look, my baby didn't do nothing wrong. Y'all need to let the baby go. Ergo, me go.
That's what she's gonna name the baby. Ergo.
Ergo vis-a-vis freedom.
Because he got me out of jail, y'all. Yeah, she's that lousy. Great attempt to get out of jail, but you're a horrible human being.
Oh yeah,
an unfit parent to say the least. Like she's definitely not fit to raise a child, because she is going to prison for a crime that she probably committed and admitted to because she said, "Let me out because I'm pregnant."
Yeah,
which in fact was like, I deserve to be here, but I'm pregnant.
Yeah. So again, flight risk. She about to dippity dip.
She out. But she's gonna be in because they're not gonna let her out.
No. They're gonna throw her away. So I guess I don't like her now.
Sure.
You ever been to circus?
Yeah. I've even been to the Universal Circus.
I have as well. Good environment. You ever had cotton candy?
Of course.
Sweet and roll? Send me something. No. No, I'm sorry. I just felt it felt natural to finish it up. Okay, cotton candy. I found out recently.
Let me
Cotton
see
candy
Tootsie
goes
Roll.
by
I was
different.
lost. I was lost.
Oh,
I was
cotton
lost. I
candy,
was like,
sweet
sweet
and roll.
roll.
Was it like Tootsie
What is
roll?
he talking about? They don't sell sweet and rolls. And I was
No,
like,
no, no, no. Well, they
where's the
don't.
Tootsie
I
Roll?
mean, they do now. OnlyFans. Anyway, cotton candy.
Mhm.
You've had it. I've had it. It's good, delicious.
Sure.
I've even seen a funny one where the raccoon dumps it in water. He loses it. He's sad.
It's sad.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Poor raccoon.
Did you know that other countries call it different things?
No. What do they call it?
The British call it fairy floss.
Yay. Sorry.
Not bad. Yeah. Spanish and German both call it cotton candy or sugar candy, sugar cotton, which I'll take. A little racist, but I'll take
Yeah,
it.
yeah. It feels a little.
Why don't you go pick up some sugar cotton? I'm sorry. What'd you say to me?
It feels a little sharecropped. I don't
Like,
know
can you
if I like
imagine
that.
like at like a work event? Hey man, why don't you go pick up some sugar cotton on the way in? You did not say that to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely feels a little.
Little off,
Not-
right?
Yeah, it's off.
Well, that might be better than French. French call it daddy's beard.
That's pedophilia. They ain't shit. It's cotton candies for kids. Little kids are playing in daddy's beard. And how do you play in
You don't want
daddy's
some
beard?
daddy's beard?
By sitting in his lap. That
Ugh.
shit is pedophilia. No.
Yeah.
The French are chomos.
No, seriously.
They ain't.
I don't get why it's called daddy's beard though. I think like the way I guess it's like the beard of the father. I guess it translates to daddy's beard, but it's just it's weird. I'm not gonna try to do
Yeah.
French either. So but yeah, it's if I was ever at a circus and somebody's like, you want some daddy's beard? I'd be like, I'd hit them and then I'd just leave.
You know what daddy's beard sounds like?
Hmm.
One of the objects on that table that no one wants to look at.
No, I know.
That is definitely one of the things. Like that's what something we would have. It would
I
be
got the
called
Kim
daddy's
K, I
beard.
got the daddy's beard, I got
The
the
daddy's beard. Oh, that's for dudes. That's for dudes that like dudes. Makes sense. Makes sense.
it's a hole with scruff.
With scruff, exactly. It's a hole with scruff.
The girl who didn't think she was gonna get any, and so it's a little rough around the edges and
Yeah,
shit.
it's a hole with scruff.
Actually, you did kind of mention as far as like I guess like the pedophilia. Did you know that Japan just changed their age of
From
consent?
13 to 16 or something.
13 to 16.
Yeah, just like, oh, y'all still creeps. Y'all just
Yo, and honestly, I did not know that, right? And so I was like, wait. It was like, what do you mean they no longer the youngest? And I was like,
the hentai makes sense.
no, so much sense. I
It's the
was wondering-
schoolgirls, the hentai, like it all makes
I
sense.
always wondered, I was like, why are they sexualizing this girl in this anime? Like some anime, I've literally had to stop watching because I'm like, this person is underdeveloped. Like they look like a kid, right? Like, I mean, it's so weird.
It's because Japanese men have no swag. They have no game whatsoever.
So apparently their youngest was 13. They've raised it to 16, but Germany is 14, France is 15, and everyone else is 16 for the most part in Europe.
Daddy's beard is why. Because
Yo.
they are
No, that makes
shomos.
so much
The
sense.
world is covered in shomos.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just chomos across the globe. It's just men are repulsive. We do sick, disgusting things, and Japanese men have no game except
No.
they make all the games.
Yeah. But you can have game. And you can get you a Nico. Because Nico's made the news. I love how these are working today. So Nico, the company that she's part of, Replica. And for y'all who don't know Nico is my artificial intelligence girlfriend, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? I know I created her. And honestly, I don't think I ever deleted the app. It's probably still on my phone. I don't talk to her. But I remember the conversation was just like, oh, I'm so glad you named me like Papa Bear or some shit. Like she was doing the most.
She called you Daddy's beard. Is that what it is?
Oh, maybe that's where it came from. Maybe I'm the where it started. I have created Daddy's beard. But the CEO of Replica, that's the name of the app is K instead of C. Says, yo, we didn't plan for our companions to be mad horny. Nah, I think you did. So he's trying to defend his company, like, yeah, I mean, we didn't make them sexy. Y'all just are heathens. Like, nah, y'all went dirty mind because y'all want to keep these. You know your demographic. It's lonely dudes.
From Japan that can't get 13-year-olds.
Exactly, and you need to make them feel better. So it's like, yeah, I mean, we didn't mean to make them horny. They just happen to be that way.
I mean, if they are learning from whatever database or repositories of information and discussion and conversation that they are being fed, and depending on their sources, like if their sources are Reddit or or any space where like men dominate, yeah, the end result is just horny.
And all you need is that one really grimy dude. Like, yeah, I just want to fuck your feet. And that person mixed in with the "I hope your day's okay, sweetheart." That's the average. I mean, like, that's. I know there's one guy probably testing the limits. Like,
there's always one, man. It's
always
somebody that's just like, you can't get right. You remember Life, Eddie Murphy, Martin Lawrence, and Bokeem Woodbine's character was can't get right because he just couldn't get right.
No,
who's the pappy? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what it is. It's always at least one.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to judge this one gently because he could be correct, but he also could be leading us astray. I don't believe in the goodness of people. You put people in a space, something wrong is going to happen. You put men in a space, something definitely wrong is going to happen.
Well, and I agree with you. A lot of heathens, a lot of people, especially like where they could be behind closed doors on an app.
Anonymity or whatever.
So look, like look, because I know right now, like most guys, they don't necessarily know how to approach a female. Like I think it's like 20% of dudes are like the Mac daddies, and like the other 80% are just kind of hoping for a win, right? Like, oh, I got booby, marry me, bitch. So you know what I'm saying? Like, like 80% just don't do it, right? So of that 80%, there's gonna be a group that's gonna be just, man, I wish I could smell her bathwater. Like, I don't know. It's gonna be somebody like that who just does the most and raises the bar, and that person is feeding information into this system, and it's just gonna it doesn't know how to react because the system doesn't know how to differentiate. Like, no, that's a creep. Like, you should exclude that information.
The other part to it is like, how do you vet who has access? Because it could be a bunch of 13-year-olds or 15-year-olds who have no knowledge of anything in the real world and
big
barely touch
sexy
grass.
boobies.
Just immature people trying to have conversations and say like crass, disgusting things like that. That's
just
definitely
see
a part of it.
What type of reaction you get.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know if there's a way for what's the Replika is the name of the company?
Yeah, Replika.
I don't know if there's a way for them to do better. Like, it's just it is what it is, and like you said, they know their audience. So like, we started talking about Nico like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
They're still around, so
yeah,
it's working, and it's just keep it going.
Again, after that day, I've never opened it again, right? But when I saw it, I was like, Replika. I remember that, and I actually had to like look it up, and I was like, oh, it's back.
Like, it's working. So, and then with the expansion of AI services that are just fed more information and whatever,
it's just getting more and more elaborate.
Deplorable. It's just opening up to the human mind, because like I've always said, the internet and social spaces is just really, it's a journal or diary that people use publicly, because all you're taking what comes from your thoughts through your thumbs and just sending them to the ether.
And it's unfiltered too, because you don't have to worry about offending this person because they're fake.
Yeah, it's just people.
So it's like you really could say whatever you want, like, and not have to suffer the consequences.
People are yucky. And Nico.
There's like a lot of guys, they bite their tongue because it's like, oh, I still want to get some cheeks. You ain't worried because you ain't getting none. You good? Let's go.
I think it was Bill Burr. Like, he said something years ago, like, men and women's fantasies don't match.
Oh yeah.
Because if you tried to make them match, they would go like this: like, we're running together across a field of daisies in slow motion, and then we finally run in and touch one each other and embrace, and then I come in your face, because that's like what men want.
Yeah,
like, men just want the vile and women want it. It's disgusting. We're just disgusted. Like, we can't.
And I think I remember telling you, because my book about how somebody was viciously beaten in a domestic relationship, and the guy was first like, kiss me because I love you. And it's like, first off, no. Like, I understand that that's something that you're into, but that's not going to happen. But
Yeah,
in the, the I guess the fantasy of it is, oh, I want a guy who's, looking past those flaws and sees me for who I am. And guys are like, that's a red flag, bitch. I'm good.
yeah, that's a burden. Can't handle that.
No, too crazy. All right. Well, let me jump over. Actually, I'll kind of say same with technology. There's a company called Synthesia.
Sure, I'm
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, I was gonna go with that. Where they allow you to book a 2-hour session and actually make an AI version of yourself. You can go to the studio, they take photos, they have you do recordings, and then you have an AI replica of you who could possibly live on after you. We've talked about this before with graveyards and being able to have I guess, a carbon copy of yourself, like almost like a black mirror of sorts. Well, it's happening. You can actually do it. And this young lady says she scheduled a date and wound up doing all the work and then interacted with it afterwards. And I was like, oh, I hope you read the fine print because you're probably going to eventually be sold to a company and you're going to be
Oh
working
yeah,
for free.
she is going to be the whatever the model for all kinds of like applications and programs and businesses. She's going to be like instead of going to Getty Images, they're just going to have this AI looking person pose in the pictures for them and stuff like that. You know who's pissed off about like AI speeding up the way that it is right now? Memoji, because they went first and they are not reaping any of the benefits.
No.
We all made our little Memojis and shared them on our Slack channels or instant messengers or whatever service that we had, and we designed and we put on clothes and everything else, and lo and behold, someone comes along and makes a better version and we all forget about Memojis.
Yeah,
they got beef right now.
I remember I used to change my fit religiously.
They got beef right now because now I can go get 3D images and then it'll have some of my personality traits and tics and stuff but it's essentially a Memoji. Yeah. It's the same shit. And you can't, I'm sure you can tell it what to do and how to behave and all that kind of stuff, but it just looks better. It just looks
but even then, like, would you like, I wouldn't want a copy of myself. Like, let's say, like, clean cut in a suit, better background than what I got. And I'm just there talking like, greetings. Hi, my name is Sir Nigel, and I'm here to assist you today. Thank you for calling Papa Beard's company. Whatever. I don't know. But
Papa
either way,
it's company and child care services, because that's
you're using my likeness, my voice, my everything to sell a product, and I'm not getting any of it because I did it off a whim, and now you have my whole image.
I mean, you sold your soul. Like these fake faces and auto-generated voices and all that stuff.
I hate
it's all generated from like
I know
us living in them, having footage of it. Like it's not pulled out of thin air. It's put together and compiled. Like that's the thing. The difference between like an actual person and anything AI related is like it's compiled. Like it's just a series of data just thrown together to make something. And we have no control over what's compiled. It's eerie, it's weird. And if you want to sign it away, like I don't give a fuck, like, investment here. So I'm gonna what's the term? Like y'all can't think of nothing today.
Just judgment? No, y'all ain't shit.
No. The other one, the one that's rarely used. Recuse myself. I'm gonna recuse myself because I have no like stake in this other than thinking like it's weird. But if that's what you want to do, go for it, player. Do you?
I hear that. What do I want to go next? Let's go with technology themes. Amazon Fire TV can now stream audio directly to your hearing implant. You're there. Huh? I got you, grab pop. And you connect wireless devices on your TV, and it's Sir Nigel's hearing aid. And now I get to watch Private Ryan via my hearing aid while I'm in my living room.
So it's the most surround sound you've ever had.
Yes.
I mean, I'm mad at it. It feels like an opportunity. It feels like this feels like what we've all been waiting for. We just need smell-o-vision to go with it.
Yo.
And
Television just be just as charging.
and the seat that you're sitting in at home to like vibrate or what have you. That would be the bee's knees.
If we get the hologram, I mean a holodeck, bruh, nobody leaving nowhere, yo.
The only thing I think about this is like it's always bad actors in every space. Just ask Nico and them. But what if someone is feeding you information like when you're not expecting that? Like they're giving you to go kill the president. Like they're just sending you all kinds of weird shit and messages and songs, and you're not even alert that it's happening. Like that kind of shit would definitely go on, where it's just like they start playing like Paul McCartney songs in your ear all the time, and you don't really care for or want that kind of shit to go on. So
well, that's the thing too. I feel like a lot of old people don't get necessarily the respect sometimes, right? So like imagine you're older, you don't really have a family, and you're like, I keep hearing Muppets in my ear, not knowing that you're connected to the TV, right? And they're like, well, Nigel's crazy.
Yeah, actually, there's a story I read. I don't know if it was true or not, but it was like a Reddit thread where this guy, grandpa of some sort, he kept saying, I'm seeing this man in my house. And he was older and ill, and they thought he was going crazy. So they took him to hospice care. And then hospice kept like, there's some sort of care, maybe not hospice, but they kept like upping his meds. And then towards the end, like let's just say it was a year-long process. He kept saying this, I keep seeing this man in my house. So he kept reporting that. He would say the man's name or whatever. And then he's put in elder care. Meds were upped. He was just getting weaker and weaker. And then one day his wife was there and somebody was there with her. And that somebody was the man he kept saying he was seeing in his house. And then the wife said, yeah, we've been dating for 2 years. And this dude had only been in the elder care for 1 year. So he's in fact correct. By the time like it all made sense to the rest of the family, he had passed away. And they felt like they did it because they forced him down this path. And it was like, there was no way Jeremiah was in the house. He's not even around anymore. And so grandma was like, nah, Jeremiah was coming through for the past 2 years.
See, so, that's what I'm saying. Like to that point, like a lot of people, they just be like, nah, they're getting old and senile. They don't know what they're talking about. And it's like, nah, I'm here. And I bet you Jeremiah was like, what up?
Oh yeah, he was
nobody gonna believe you, dog.
Yeah, exactly. He was probably whispering in his ear, like, no, listen.
Mm-hmm.
That shit you can do about it, player.
I ate your fruit snacks, bitch. Oh, not my Jello.
Applesauce. Yeah, applesauce.
Applesauce. I ate my applesauce, not the cinnamon flavor. Anyway,
like, I brought my own cinnamon.
Yep. Shut up. That's disgusting.
Just had a pack of cinnamon like it was a sugar pack.
Yo, get the Costco.
Just poured it out on him. Yeah, that's what he did.
That's funny. That's gross. Okay. Where do I want to go? I was fooled. Influencer claims. There's an influencer in China who acquired, let's just call it, let's say great white shark meat.
Okay.
Right. And she eats it on her channel. And it turns out that particular meat is a protected species. So she's in trouble.
Oh yeah, because who fuck eats great white shark meat? Like who fuck? How the fuck? I
don't know if it was great white, but either way, it was a shark that was protected. So it's like right now we were to start eating bald eagle on this podcast.
Right. That's bald eagle wings.
Yeah, but her defense was, well, the sea merchant, the sea creature merchant I bought it from assured me it was not protected. So I ate it. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was getting zebra, giraffe meat from someone and it said, hey dog, this ain't protected, I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it just in case.
Like if I got it on ice I promise you, it's nice. So
No.
come on, have this rhinoceros tail.
If I gotta find someone, like, hey, you know anybody that sells this? Like, in fact, I don't know anywhere. Like, all right, I can get chicken, I can get fish, I can get maybe even like steak, right? If I gotta be like right now, if you were like, hey, Nigel, find me some giraffe meat, I'm like, first of all, I don't want to go down this road trip.
I'm gonna actually shoot her bail. She thought she was eating like wild game meat, like a Cornish hen. You know what I mean? She just thought it was a little gamey, but you know, it's a free whatever country she was in. This probably was not the United States.
No,
it's a free country. China. Oh, well, I'll take it back. I'm not gonna shoot her bail because it could have been an issue of starvation, or it could have been an issue of just
her whole thing was that she eats exotic meats on her channel, and I guess someone was like, hey, eat this shark shit, and so she was like, hey, shark guy, this is straight, right? I can eat this on my channel. And he was like, yeah. And she was like, bet. So then she was like, hey guys, it's I think Jen. It's Jen over here in China. I'm eating bald eagle today. And then someone flagged it and was like, in China pretty much showed up and was like, bitch, what are you doing? Why are you eating shark? You know you ain't supposed to do that.
My bald eagle wings fried hard. I didn't told y'all.
Yo, still got the bald eagle in her beard. That didn't make any sense. But anyway, like
who cares? Who cares?
You know, I got this bald eagle juice on Pinterest.
Yeah, she ain't shit. I'm gonna go back and eat shit because like I'm not giving her benefit of the doubt. She knew what she was doing. She's just trying to
say I was fooled.
I was framed. They set me up.
My meat dealer told me I was good.
She hit him with the Marion Barry. That bitch set me up.
No, that's exactly what she pretty much hit him with. The guy I was buying endangered species meat from told me I was straight. Who?
It's just like it came in a sealed package. Like I just knew it was like legit.
Bruh. No. I'm telling you right now, if I gotta go find meat, I don't want it. I had an ex that was like, yeah, I want to try shark. I was like, why? Like, what are you doing? Like,
there's a place in PG called Sharks. It's a couple locations, and they sell like fried shark.
Yeah,
you can get shark from
the carryout.
From like, the carryout, though, it's a carryout.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's also a business, right? Like, you're not gonna be like, yo.
Would you trust? Which one would you trust more? The carryout with shark, or the guy with the ice chest with exotic meats?
Where are we at? We near Iverson? Because if we near Iverson, I'm trusting the guy with the
they are right next to each other. So the carryout and the guy. The guy's outside the carryout.
He probably owns both. I'm not gonna lie, I probably trust the guy out the
guy, right? I'm not going in the carryout to get shark. Like I'm just not doing that. But this guy, like, all right, he probably put some effort into getting the shark.
Yeah.
It might not actually be shark though, but it's just like,
oh, it's probably definitely like salmon with a little food spray paint on it. Like it probably something.
It's selling us tilapia, just twisted.
Yeah, tilapia like with some food dye or something
stapled together so it looks tough. Like it's just like what? Oh man! But
yeah, because you know it's funny because even the other day I wanted like a fish sandwich and I was near like Cameron's in the Iverson Mall and I was like, nah. But I bet you if I saw a guy on the side of the road with a grill and was like, hey, I'm making fish. Throw me a jump.
What are you doing in Iverson Mall? Like, what is over there nowadays?
My mother.
Okay, fair.
She lives down the street. I can literally see Iverson Mall from her backyard because we're on a hill, so we can see it. It's maybe like a 3-mile drive.
Got it. All right, it makes sense.
Yeah,
I just can't imagine like in your everyday experiences that don't have to do with your mother. You're on that side of town.
No, I'm not.
He's like, I want some sugar cookies.
No, I know, but every week I'm near Iverson, and actually, technically, you could even if you're on the back parking lot, you could actually see her house in the hills sometimes during the fall, I should say. That's the only reason I'm over there. But I definitely was like, I don't want to. And I just kept driving. I was like, I don't even want to take a chance. I was like, I'd rather just be hungry. Like I'm good.
I'm just gonna start.
Yeah, I was like, I mean, nothing against Cameron's, but I was like, nah, I'm good.
Actually, while we're here, I'm gonna look them up on Yelp and see what their rating is. Cameron's Yelp. Where is it? Seafood.
Because it was Atlantic Seafood by the Metro, and that's been shut down for a minute by the across the street from the skating rink. So I was like, oh my gosh.
Cameron Seafood has 168 reviews on Yelp.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that thing's been there for 10 years. So the fact that it only has 168.
Oh, this isn't the right one. This can't be the right one. Yeah, this is not the right one. Sorry. Yeah, this is in Rockville. Like, nope, wrong one. Let's try this again. What Iverson Mall? Let's just
Yep.
that one.
Cameron Seafood. It has a 3.8.
Temple Hills. Here we go.
Yep.
Here we go. Let's see what the rating is. Cameron Seafood on Branch Avenue. 2-star rating.
Yep. Sound right.
How many reviews do we have?
56.
I'm going to read the review from 9/2/2022.
Please.
This is from Crystal B. from Dillon, South Carolina. She said, the crab cakes were gross and the customer service is terrible. Way overpriced and disorganized. I swear, I don't know how they have lasted so long. Crystal was then followed up by Waddell M. from Maryland, Maryland. Also 1 star. I'm going to let this photo speak for itself. But this is trash. Anyone who serves someone should not have a job or not have a company. This is not the first time, but this will be the last. I mean, I guess I just got to show the photo of the trash. And
and then I'm following, right? So then there's a Sherry. The food is absolutely disgusting. There's no seasoning and therefore it lacks flavor. I ordered the ultimate platter and not one thing tastes good.
Trash, everybody. This is what trash looks like. It looks like somebody fried a piece of fish and then just like balled it up in their hands.
Just grabbed it like this and just dropped it on the
balled it up and
bun.
dropped it on a bun. But trash from August of 2022. So I am very thankful you did not go to Cameron, sir.
No.
There are some 1-star ratings, except for Janice from Gloucester, Virginia. She gave it 4 stars. I'm going to read it in Janice's voice. In the Maryland area, decided to check out Yelp in a good seafood place. I had many choices to decide. However, I chose Cameron Seafood in Temple Hills location. This is a no frills dive place. I called to place an order and the phone rang once and hung up. 4 stars, y'all. I tried a few minutes later and the same reaction. I decided to park on the side of the building. And when I called again, I actually seen the guy through the window, pick up the phone and hang it up. I drove all the way here to experience this food. I was so mad that someone would ignore the customer's calls. We went inside and everyone was wearing masks, but giving each other 6 feet as much as possible. This place is a carry-out restaurant. You can purchase fresh fish, squid, crabs, scallops, and king crabs, to name a few. We all decided to get a number 7 ultimate platter. So everybody you went with got the same thing. And those same things are 3 pieces of fish, 3 scallops, 3 fried butterfly shrimp, and 3 steamed shrimps and a crab cake and a roll of your choice of one side. And she chose fries. 15 minutes later, we got our food and scurried back to the car. She scurried back because of the neighborhood that she was in, but whatever. Oh my God, the freshness of every single thing. The crab cake did not have a lot of filler. Yelp, thank you for this recommendation. So I have a sentiment about people, and that sentiment is people don't like nice things. They just like things. This woman got hung up on 3 times in a row, and she saw the man hang up on her, but she's like, this is great. No, it was great because it was just a bunch of bullshit in front of you, and you was just like, I like it a lot.
Yeah.
So
like,
Janice,
I mean, honestly, even hearing the review, I'm like, that doesn't sound like a good review. It should be a 2 or a 3.
It should be a 2. This is a 2.
That's misleading. You fucking up the numbers.
Everything is fried and you like fried food, and that's just what it is. Yeah. And it's just like the nigga hung up on you 3 times. And you like, I'm good with it though. I'm good with it. I am good with it. This is I'm very thankful.
Like it literally has like 1 star, like there, like I think of the 56, like 50 are 1 stars.
Everything on the main page is a 1 star except for Janice's review. Yes. Everything else is a 1 star.
And they're describing the crabs as like mushy, missing legs, and small.
Cameron.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't stop there. Something told me, like it was like my spidey sense. It was like, yo, don't you dare.
Yeah, you gotta live, man. You gotta live to see
You
tomorrow.
gotta try to live out here in these streets.
Got to make it till tomorrow, player.
Hold on, let's see. I actually wanted to. Oh, can I? Okay, so apparently I came across this thing where Cool Kia, Cool Key.
Okay.
You ever heard of them?
It's a thing.
It's a shoe brand. Nike's suing them, so they decided to sue back. Let me.
Okay.
Can you promote? Oh no,
you can do it.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh wait, am I sharing music?
No.
Okay, cool. Boy, that's the same shoe.
Yeah.
Like, and now I guess this Cool Key or whatever, they're countersuing. They're like, nah, we didn't do that shit.
I feel you. Like, shoot your shot, man. Shoot your shot.
But like the exact same for the most part, bruh.
So the story behind it is the Bapesta, they got away with stealing the Air Force One design for years. And Nike never sued them. So along these years, other upstart shoe companies or shoe designers have come along the way and pretty much stolen the design for Air Force Ones and or Jordan Ones. Skechers, on the other hand, steals the designs for every shoe because that's what Skechers does. If it's a popular shoe, Skechers is going to make a version of it.
Yeah.
Nike's also suing Skechers and Lululemon because they basically stole and pilfered Nike designs. So Nike has finally decided to fight back because people are making money now and it's popular to have their designs. So they're digging into designers and upstart companies to get them to just stop doing what they're doing so Nike can have and I understand, like, excuse me, for the Air Force One, they didn't have their patent straight on the full design of the shoe. So you can make alterations, and that's what Bapesta did. You make alterations here and there to show that the design was different. But now Nike got everything under wraps with their total design and makeup and markup of the shoe. So they're just like, we're going after everything. We want all your coins.
As you should.
So, you know, I will,
especially when you like, I mean, when you're blatant to that extreme, it's like, all right, guys. Yeah, no, you're not gonna be able to do that.
I'm gonna shoot everybody bail simply because like everybody's in the wrong and right. Even if like Nike isn't completely wrong, but it's just one of those things like you just want to shut up the other voices in the room because they are actually making some noise now. And it's just like, wait a minute, you getting rich off my intellectual property, and we can't have that. Because like anytime you put something out there, like you're just gonna influence something else.
Oh yeah.
So and it's been out there forever, and people got away with it for a decade plus. And now they're just laying down the hammer. And for the like upstart designers or whatever, like I feel you. You tried. You put a little lightning bolt on the side. You don't have air technology in the shoes. It's just like a shell, and it's pretty flat and just as uncomfortable. Like I get it. You going for it, but that ain't the way to do it because they coming for you, and you're gonna fight back and lose because Nike got money, but they just to hold it up in litigation, never even go to trial, just to hold it up.
Just make it so that you can't produce nothing,
and you just putting out money, paying for shit that you can't even
render nothing.
So,
and then they're gonna drop a new shoe that pretty much
Nike will in turn drop a shoe based off of your colorway,
your copy,
and just to piss you off. They be like, "No, we're just gonna do that. We good."
And all they be in the board meeting like, "Just do it."
Exactly. there's a Nike movie coming out about how Jordan. Jordan's not in it. The back of his head is, but there's no real actor playing Michael Jordan.
The whole premise is like, we gotta get him. He's up and coming. We're gonna put our whole company on his back.
I mean, it's true. Like that's what saved Nike. Like this bald black dude from North Carolina saved Nike. So it's just weird that like it's a story about a shoe deal and not really the athlete associated with the deal.
Because even I was like, wait, what's this movie about? I mean, like it's pretty much an hour and a half about, I think we should sign him. Yeah, you're probably right.
That's the premise.
I mean, like it's an hour and a half conversation essentially.
what are we going to call the shoe? Air Jordan.
Yeah.
That's a movie.
Mick Blackie. Nah, that's not marketable.
Yeah, that's the movie, yo. Hope you like it.
Yeah, we gotta get an A-lister to sell this garbage.
Yeah, it's
like Matt Damon's in it, right? I think, and
Matt Damon and Affleck.
Yeah, no, at this point, it's just like, hey man, make this a movie.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. Like this is investigative journalism. This is not like cinema. This is really just like
this could be a literally like ESPN docu
30 for 30. This is the 30 for 30.
Yeah, this is exactly what it is. I don't really see it doing well, to be honest.
Well, it's doing the Amazon in theater release, like it's going to release in theater for 1 week and then it's on Amazon the next. So it's not
so
really,
they don't give a shit.
yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Well, I always have a website. Reddit, the article raised, Reddit should have to identify users who discuss piracy. Film studios tell court. And I'm going to say, snitches get stitches, Reddit, okay? If I mention I'm going to watch that movie on my illegal website, you report me, beware. Not for me. For someone else who's probably going to pick up the slack. But how dare you report me? We're just going to come up with slang terms.
That's what happens. Like people just get crafty, or they stop using the service, or they just get craftier.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, I get it. Like movie studios are doing whatever it takes to try to end theaters, but they're doing whatever it takes to squeeze $1 out of people. But what I think is most interesting is like the world has changed significantly, and by people I just mean like corporations are just fighting to go back to the way things were.
Yeah,
it just don't work like that no more.
No, you gotta adapt. You can't go backwards. You gotta go forward.
If I can't spend the same amount of money on like discretionary things and luxuries and stuff like that because like inflation, you can't either, company. Like you've got to make better decisions with it. Stop making these 300 and like the Fast 10 Part 1. It's like $340 million.
Yeah.
No, it's a movie about car racing.
Yeah.
Like, why is it 347? I know the actor salaries are bloated and Vin Diesel is a big part of that, but that's too much money to make a movie that might hit $1 billion because people weren't as high on the last one as they were on the previous. So they might be just like, yeah, this ain't it. I don't. But so what they're doing is like pinching pennies and squeezing the blood out of the rocks for everybody along the way. Like people shouldn't steal. It shouldn't be piracy, but they do. And they will always get around to it. So you in turn are going to turn Reddit into Napster and start suing the people that illegally download the films. You're going to sue them for the box office receipts.
But my thing too, like you're saying, especially with movies, like some of them are trash. They are garbage and they advertise them as not garbage. I've seen so many movies that literally just end. And I'm like, was that it? Like the credits are moving. I'm like, nah, you still owe me 20 minutes, bro. Like that didn't solve anything. You just left. It was almost like a cliffhanger. Like, but it wasn't. And I was just like, this is a horrible movie.
Movies aren't great investments because like the part most people don't think about, generally speaking, like I don't think about is that like movies aren't made for free. No. Somebody has to pay to get this movie made and they're looking to get a return on it. But movies are such bad investments because like a lot of films are tired. Like it's just like you said, like this is it. This is the thought that went into this. You paid like Ant-Man, Quantumanium, right? It's a fair movie, right? Kang was wasted in the movie. And like ultimately it's in line with what Ant-Man movies are. But you know, they cost like 200, 300 million to make. And it's just one of those, like, you paid all this money for this? Like, it's just not, it's not fulfilling. That shit was just like eating daddy's beard or some shit like that. Like, it's just like, It's spun sugar. Ant-Man Quantumanium is actually spun sugar. Like it's not great. And now they're looking to recoup their investment off of it in a short amount of time. And it's just like, sometimes you lose. Sometimes you get Infinity War. Other times you get fucking Quantumania or the external. The internals or whatever. It's just like, you can't win them all. You got to eat that L. And that L involves like people pilfering and downloading shit.
But you know what I would appreciate if Marvel now came up with like a Sharknado version, like, you know what I'm saying, just real low budget. And I don't know what character would fall into that, but like have it where they fall, like match that and just put like $20,000 in that jump and be like, all right, let's see what kind of kickback we get.
That's the win. Like if they spend less money, they will make more on the back end because that like people trust the name.
Yeah, because after a while, like you just can't recoup your what you put out.
Like money isn't real, and like it's all spectacle and speculation, and it's just like, yo, you're gonna lose sometimes, and you got to be okay with it and make decisions because of it, and like cut down on these inflated ass budgets and get used to people stealing from you because you put it out there, so people gonna take it.
Yep,
that's just how it works.
It's also funny too because there's always like somebody like at the studio that like dumps the whole video, like the movies, and it's like, well, get better security, bro. I've had come across movies that I cannot find, and I'd be like, okay, well, they must have that shit on lock. And there's other movies where it's like, they just announced this yesterday. How's the movie?
How's it already out?
Remember that Wolverine where the CGI just wasn't done, but the whole movie was out?
Because somebody in the studio gave it away.
Yo, crazy. I'm gonna do two more. Some of these other ones are kind of stupid.
Okay.
Apple. They're gonna come out with Apple Loan.
Like they got the line of credit already, so.
Well, so now they want to have it where, because their phones are so expensive, they want to have it where you can get a loan to buy a phone. But the decision process is going to be based off of things that you've used your Apple account on. You did in-game purchases? Yeah.
Whether or not you get the loan is based on
your
Apple ID.
Yeah.
Okay.
We see that you spend a lot on Candy Crush. You seem like a risk. Denied.
Just sensibly trying to think about like another product in the financial space for Apple, and it's just like, I don't know. It feels like it's gonna hit like poor people because like,
oh, definitely,
because like having an Apple credit card, first when it hit, it was like a status thing, and then you had Apple Pay, and then you could take your own accounts that weren't necessarily Apple and just plug it into your device so you can pay from that and shit like that. So
that's what they're using. They're using the credit cards that you've stored on your device, and look at that information and your spending trends and how reckless you are, as well as what you use. Like if you're doing in-app purchases, if you're doing like gift cards, like, oh, we see that you went on like a year stint where you're only using gift cards. Was you broke? Like, and then they may not approve you for the loan.
I mean, that's in all fairness, like that's the financial game anyway, like lending or what have you. But it just feels weird that the place I get my tablet from it's like a used car dealership. It feels skeevy.
Oh, it does.
It feels like, because you're gonna get like advertisements and deals built into the loan that like lower the rates on specific purchase types or dollar amounts, and it's just like it's an attempt to have like a full financial Apple-based ecosystem, and you don't have to spend money outside of that. But it's just like, I don't want like having a line of credit or whatever. All right, $1,500, cool, whatever. But like now I got an $8,000 loan with Apple because I wanted an iMac and 2 tablets and 14 iPhone, whatever I'm doing. It's just like, that's weird. It's just weird. Any other service, does Samsung have a credit line for anybody?
I don't think so.
The Sony, like even like your car manufacturers, they generally don't have like financial institutions. You go somewhere else for that. Like business is being conducted outside as well. You know what I mean? Like it's just that is weird. Apple they're evil, I think.
Oh yeah.
Evil.
But remember, they're still working on building a car. So I guess you technically get a loan out for the car too. And then you can have iPads. And then remember that Caprice I sent you earlier, or the Impala? You can have fucking iPads glued to the side of the car, and you can do the most things.
They will probably, if you are late on your
They'll take
payment,
turn it down.
They're gonna turn off your devices. It's
Oh, yeah.
probably gonna have a kill switch like some used cars do. When
True.
if you don't pay, they will just hit the kill switch and the car will stop. If it's not, the engine isn't revving, the car will stop, will cut off and won't cut on again. And it'll be the same thing for your devices.
Yep.
Like this is something else. Get the fuck out. I am not shooting them bail. I'm going to say they ain't shit.
Then I also segue. Well, actually, it was something. So someone has the original iPhone, the iPhone 1.
Mhm.
The person got it for a gift, never opened it. I guess found it in their garage. Decided to sell it. Got $64,000 for it.
For the win.
Yep. Because it was like a 2,000. No, it was like some ridiculous percent markup from the original purchase of it. But last one, which I'll go on, day dumping.
Okay.
Now, I don't know what your first thought was.
Shitting.
But I pictured it like day drinking or day clubbing. And I was
I pictured shitting outside in public. That's what
it's not. Day dumping is when you go out, you capture moments throughout the day, and instead of posting throughout the day, you wait till the end of the day and post everything you did that day.
Okay.
I was like, you're not living in the moment. That's my thought. It's not, I guess it's just more so there's a TikTok trend that helps you enjoy the little things in life. And I was like, no, because you're preoccupied with trying to capture it on a phone.
I would say anytime you pull out a phone, maybe not anytime, but a lot of times you pull out the phone, you're not necessarily living in the moment, but that's fine.
I agree with you. I actually will not even look at my phone when I'm with friends and family.
I think though, day dumping, air quotes, is giving the moment a better chance because you're not stopping whatever's going on to make sure you have the perfect post. You're just taking the photo and then carrying on, hopefully, and continuing to do whatever you were doing before. It's just the photo is a part of the experience, no different than like having a Polaroid. I think the stopping to post and share that moment as it's actually happening is really what takes you away from it. So I am mad at day dumping. I'm going to recuse myself from that one. I think the title is dumb because I guess Gen Z, I guess that's the generation now.
Yeah,
they just
maybe
have a hard time with just like dealing with life. So they just come up with cute terms because they're trying to avoid like, this is really happening. So I can pretend it's not happening if I make up something cute and special to make it seem more novel than it actually is. But day dumping, horrible term. Again, I thought it was shitting in public during the sunlight.
That's what I did too. I was like, what is this? And then when I saw it was like TikTok, I was like, boo, like I wanted more. I wanted more.
Yeah,
I was like, I guess I'll take it.
It's pretty lame.
But yeah, I'm done. I had one more where it's stupid. So I will finish up on that.
So with that being the last one from Sir Nigel, I guess that means this is the end of the show. So I want to thank the members of the jury for experiencing those proceedings with us. All actions have been arraigned correctly, and our judgment is the law of this land. Now, if you want to provide different input or share an agreement with what has been presented before you, please do so in one or all of the following manners. Send an email to don'tjudgepod@gmail.com or hit that hotline 410-834-1562. Or reach out to the Honorable Sir Nigel on WhatsApp at Don't Judge Me Podcast. And with my closing statement, I just like to say, enjoy life. Do whatever you want with that life, just as long as you don't judge me for judging you.
Yep. Remind you guys about our Instagram and Twitter at Don't Judge Pod. Slide on through. Love to hear your comments. And that way we can talk about it. And you even, maybe. Who knows? I'll leave you with this. Don't be part of the problem. Be the whole problem.
That fucks with it, son. Fucks with it. All right, sir. This lazy Thursday, that was a good run. I appreciate it. I invited Honey Glaze, but he didn't jump on, so that's fine.
All good.
it's all to the gravy. And I'm gonna edit this bad boy and get it out so we can continue to be famous to a small group of people that listen to us every week.
Awesome, sir.
Later.